Car sales are up all around the country and here in South Florida as well, as the economy seems to be getting a little better. So we have you covered. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, Fox 29 Common Sense attorney Sherry Olafson is here with part 2 of her series on buying a new car. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Well, last week we covered what you need to do before you look into purchasing a car, doing your homework,
and if any viewers missed that, it's at AskSherry.com. They can see that clip.
Okay, thank you for plugging that in there. Now we're ready to pull the trigger. What's next?
Well, the next thing we want to do is look at the loan. And nowadays, we've got all these new laws and rules to protect us from dangerous loans. There are a couple of ways that we can do that ourselves, too. First and foremost is always to shop at least 3 quotes. We want to be shopping our loan as hard as we shop the car, because depending on your circumstances, you might actually pay more for the loan than you pay for the car itself.
Where do you start with that? Your regular bank?
Well, nowadays, we've also got online resources. Okay. So you can easily go online and qualify and print out that qualification. But, of course, your own bank is a great resource. Shopping at the dealer or a third-party financing company that the dealer might have in place is not a bad idea as one of those 3. But also, believe it or not, John, credit unions. 90 million Americans are members of credit unions, and they're actually doing half of the car loans now. So you want to take that approval in writing to the dealer when you go, because that's the next best thing to being a cash buyer, and that will enable you to shop a little harder. Be careful of those bait and switches. When you see, no interest financing from a manufacturer on TV, remember we've talked before about different loyalty and reward programs. These are for-profit companies. They are not 501c3s. They have shareholders, and they're obligated to make money for those shareholders. So when you see a great deal like that, it's really for the prime borrowers, but there is always going to be a way that they're actually making money off of a great deal like that. So you have to be careful. Either the car is going to cost more money, or they're making money off of everyone else who's going to go in thinking they get that and not get that. So you want to be careful.
All right, that's the money aspect of it. Now, what do you have to do? You have to do the part that most people hate, and that is actually make the deal.
You got to make the deal. Now, once you get to the dealership, you're going to see that there's 2 different prices. You have the MSRP, which is the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Right, we call that the sticker price, or the dealer invoice. You want to find out what the dealer invoice price is and negotiate up from there. You want to negotiate the price of your car first. If you have a trade-in, negotiate that afterwards. More than 20% of Americans last year had a trade-in, and they were actually upside down by an average of $4,000. So what the dealers try to do is sell you what's called a stacked loan that adds that into the price. All you're doing is moving the goalpost down the field. So
we'll just take that off your hands and incorporate it into the deal, give you a bunch of malarkey, and next thing you know, you're...
Right. Well, and that malarkey is a great point, because you also want to read those documents. Don't be afraid to ask for copies of the documents you're going to have to sign and take them home. Take your time with a car purchase. Take them home and read them at home so you're comfortable. And last but not least, we all go into the dealer and we think we negotiate the price and we're done, and we're usually pretty happy with the price. Then we go into this little room with a man who's wearing a suit, right? And that's the finance guy. And we think we're done. That is actually the most lucrative profit center for a lot of dealerships. And that guy behind the desk is on commission only. So beware of all those add-ons, the undercarriage rust proofing and the warranty. It used to be you could buy a product and the company would stand behind it. But now they're trying to sell you a warranty on everything, right?
No, exactly. Everybody don't want to get nickel and dime. That's the bottom line. Thank you so much. Great advice. Happy shopping. Let's go back to the news desk.